starting, I'll start. Okay, so we just did this nice little movement. We ended with traction. So we're going to come up like this here, and we're going to initiate some movement across the midline to start to stretch the lateral portion of the body, the glutes, and the lower back. So nice and easy. So a nice lever move. So again, use the leg as a lever. And you don't even really have to stabilize it. I got in the habit because sometimes it slips. And just bring like this, nice and easy. Just to see how their motion is there, first of all. But you can hold this for a little bit for a nice sustained stretch, very effortlessly. And then you can come out, and we're going to do a little rotation for the gluteals, and then a deeper bend. Okay, so this first one is to check out how they are. Nice movement. And for them to get a little accustomed to the movement. And then I'm going to come like this, and we're just going to do a little range of motion. Look at how much fun we're both having. We both started smiling. It's so nice. So here, right? She's trying not to smile. So, and then you want to bring it across, and this is where you place a foot across the midline. So you're going to bring the leg across, but you want to be in a position where you're not feeling like you're overextending your body. So I would recommend coming down like this and stabilizing the head of the humerus with the palm of your hand, and that way it's in front of you, and you can just lean forward like this. And it doesn't mean how far to make this ineffective. So you go until you feel engagement, right? If along this way I felt some sort of resistance, I would stop. But we had a smooth glide down to here, and it feels a little taut there, but this is what we're cultivating, that sense of awareness in our work, right? The technique is 1/2 of the body work equation. You know, we really have to cultivate our own awareness as a therapist, and that awareness is not only compassionate but informed touch, so that we know we can feel that, right? And that takes presence. You know, you have to. That's why the breath. I'm always emphasizing the breath because it keeps you more present when you're working. It's the whole thing, you know. Okay, so here, and because that sounded relatively solemn when I just said, I'll do a little fun move. So we're going to bring them back now, because one way, other. So I'm going to take my knee and place it right there in her hip. So I'm right in line with the hip. And I'm just going to take this back like this. Nice glute. I'm sorry, can you do that again for the video, please?
That looks like a nice one.
It's yummy.
So check it out now. The gluteal press, don't you know? So
Hands on.
here's the thing. You know, you want to use this that's closest to their head. You want to come right and even with the hip, right up against their sacrum. And then I have nice control of the leg by putting one hand on the bottom of the foot and the other on inside. And then you can just come back in like this. And am I lifting? No. I'm leaning back. I have one knee on the table and my foot on the ground. So I'm just back. Still okay?
Yep.
Nice. Hip opener. Table time. Send Shiatsu, Chicago. 2017. Okay, so nice, right? So are y'all okay coming up on the table, or would you rather just do all this stuff with one foot on the...
I'm good with using the table.
I'll show one on a table a little bit. Okay, because it's good to apply a little pressure here. Now, you could use your knee and do it this way. I'm a little too short to do that. So I come up this way, and I use my leg this way.
So you walking up the IT?
I am. So easy, you know. And if this is taking the leg too excessively into that stretch, this is what this other hand is for. So you can stabilize this and just lean in more that way. Okay? Easy. But if you have some trepidation about coming on the table, then think about it. You know, our intention is not changing. We're addressing this part of the body. we're looking at both the IT band, but also this portion of gallbladder meridian. But our way we approach it is different because, you know, the intention is the stable thing in the equation, and the moving parts are both the receiver and the giver. It's like, how are we going to revolve around that intention to make it happen? So we have to consider body mechanics sometimes. So something like this also works. And it's also easy. And you know, the hardest thing about these techniques is trying to avoid that awkward eye contact. Okay, so because we folded it this way, we're going to do one more fold out and then straighten the leg again. So here, right into figure 4 to stretch the other side of the equation. So again, take note that when I'm coming out, I'm supporting the leg. So I have it here so the leg doesn't bounce, and you're easing it down because you're still trying to check out how much flexibility they have in the adductors. You know, what's the tonus of the spleen, liver, and kidney here. But see, she comes down nice here, so that tells me that you could easily do nice compression. The music swells. Yeah. Compressing. Pressure's okay?
Yeah, it's great.
And again, too, you know, the beauty about the table work is that it's not even this. It's like you're pouring it in. So you're coming up and over because with your extended arms, your body weight comes right through your arms. You know, that's the saving grace of it all. And when you get used to that motion, it's so complimentary just to include exhale. And when you rock back, you inhale. After you get used to that motion, you'll feel that the breath is very complementary to that movement. So in straightening leg, again, supporting knee, and then just coming. And then we'll do other leg. Okay? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.